Johan, good to see you, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Johan, good to see you, my brother.
Been too long.
It's been too long, my brother. Yeah, sit down, my friend.
Sure.
Look what I brought back today, some delicious beer, yeah?
Fine.
Yeah. All right, well, what say we do a toast to our great lifelong friendship, yeah?
Why not?
Ah. Here we are, Johan. So, Johan, a toast to our great lifelong friendship and the health and wealth of our families, yeah?
Definitely.
Yeah, Johan, you know, it's been quite a tough day. Trying to find some food to hunt, but unfortunately the situation in Europe is stopping us from hunting. I do my best, sorry. No game tonight, but at least we got some beer, right?
Yeah, something at least came out of it.
I know. Anyway, so what we're going to do is rather see if tomorrow we can try hunting again, alright?
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, you know, Johan, I remember those old days when we used to go hunting a lot, huh?
Yeah, those were good times. Very good.
Oh, it was the best time in my life. You know, what I'd give to relive those old days. Oh, yeah.
Definitely, man. We should do it sometime.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stone to Steam, where I'll take you from all of history, from beginning to present times. And today, we go all the way, well, to the 30 Years' War. War? But it looks like we're in such a nice time of peace. Well, be prepared very soon to learn about the 30 Years' War. I will leave that for Jan to discuss, alright? But for now, I will just explain that we now go to the year 1642. And in 1642, the world was going through a lot of tumult and change. And what happened was, remember the last installment with the Protestants and the Protestant Reformation? Well, that was about 22 years ago, and 22 years later in today's installment, much has changed, of which you will find out soon. So my name is Jan, and I'm a great hunter all the way from Holland, this is my friend Johan. Say hello, Johan.
Hello.
Oh yes. Oh, we're brothers, me and Johan. We were raised from children together. Of course, we had different families, but it was a wonderful time hunting with him. We're such good, inseparable friends, yeah? Oh, I'd never asked for a better friend, Johan. Oh, God. Friend, yeah.
Yeah. Big idea.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy today's show. To 1642 we go. Yeah, Johan. All those good old days when we'd return with so much food. Oh, the hunt was so fun when we went all the way to Mauritius. Remember that, yeah?
Oh, yeah. That's good.
It was such a long trip, but we had so many fun adventures, you know. I get so nostalgic. How do you remember the trip, huh?
Yeah.
And you know what?
Great.
I think I'm getting nostalgic memories right now. Right, Johan, we're in the Mauritius. Look at this beautiful place. You can just smell the beautiful air in the islands. I tell you what, Johan, who wants to come help us hunt, yeah? Anybody wants to come help? Oh, very good, right. Well, let's see any volunteers to come join the hunting party, yeah? You there, come on up. You over there as well. Come join, yeah. You as well, come join the hunting party, yeah. You as well. Anybody else? All right, ready? No, I'm just joking. I saw you come. You as well. Come on up, my friend. You're the newcomer. Welcome. All right, friends, stand. Whoa. Watch this thing, yeah? Alright, friends, so stand in a line in front of me. Like this. Perfect, perfect. Alright. So, my hunters, you know what it means to hunt in the 1600s, yeah? You're busy thinking your strange future machines and all of that, yeah? No! In the 1600s, we used this to hunt. You know what this is, yeah? No? Stick. Pistol. This is called a stick, yeah? No offense, Johan. Anyway. No, my friends. This over here is an arquebus matchlock musket. So how we use it, I will show you. And then we will get together and hunt, alright? So, watch closely, stand a little bit to that side, yeah? Little bit more, little bit more. Alright, so, you want to learn how to use the matchlock musket, yeah? Excellent. I'll put the music a little bit softer there, Johan. Perfect. Right, my friends. So, first to know about the flintlock musket has a deep, long history. And as of the 1640s, this is the cutting edge technology, alright? Ah, very good technology. Although the wheel lock was pretty good, but we won't talk about that. Anyway, never mind. There's going to be a lot of terminology you're going to have to understand, alright? I'm just joking, I'll make it easy for you. Alright, so friends, here's the musket. You see what it looks like? Hold this for me, Jan. This over here is the scouring stick. We use this to ram down the ball, alright, in the shot, alright? Thank you, Jan. And this over here is the firing stand. So, when we fire, we place the musket along here. Ready? Fire! It provides accuracy for when we shoot, alright? So I'll need somebody to be the stick operator, somebody to be the rammer, and somebody to be the lighter, alright? But I think before that, you guys want to see how it works, huh? Right. So how it works is we start. We've just fired, alright? So then what we do is the pan is open, we take some powder, load it into the pan, close the pan, blow off any excess gunpowder. You don't want it to catch the light before you fire, alright? Then what we do, lower it, then we take our other charge of powder, pour it down the barrel, then we take our ball, and then we take our wadding, and then we ram it down, right? Like this. And then what we do is firing stand at the ready. And then what we do is we have to make sure that the match, oh here it is busy smoldering, alright? Make sure it is, has a little fire there. Little bit more. Give it a minute, alright? Alright, it's smoldering. Then what we do is we open the pan, and then we're ready and fire. Bang! Don't worry, we'll save the shot for the prey, alright? So, who wants to be the firing stand holder? Your hand was first. Alright. So, my friends, we're out here in the Mauritius. You know what we're hunting, yes?
Dodos.
That's right. So what we're going to do is going to look out for the dodo. I heard they're all situated at that side of the field. So we're going to set up our musket over here. Right, firing stand holder, come follow me.
Thank you.
Hold that right over there. Well done, well done. Who wants to be the rammer? I saw your hand first. Actually, you're quite tall. You might get shot if you're too tall in front of the musket. Someone shorter than you. Oh, excellent. So take the ramrod. You're going to stand right in front of him, like this. Right, right in front. All right. Who wants to be the? Who wants to light the match? All right. I saw your hand first. So all you have to do is stand by my side here and blow. Oh, it's smouldering. Well done. All right. And the rest of you are going to help Johan by helping hold his spear for more power, all right? And I saw your hand. Who is going to be the scouting stick holder? Tallest one. Follow me?
Yes.
I have a special job for you, all right?
Mommy, this is sharp.
It is super sharp.
I'm putting it on my back.
Yes, don't touch it.
All right, you are going to go scout for the prey, but nice and low, quiet, right? Go, find the dodos. Right, so you two help hold the spear, you from the back, and you from the front. Hold the spear, help him thrust as soon as the prey comes. I see the dodo. There's the dodo. Right. Blow on it. Right. Ram it down the strand. Quickly, the dodo's getting away. It's escaping. Yeah. Quickly, all the way in. Ready, Johan? This is going to be excellent. Yeah. Right. Hold it steady and ready and oh, it's taking time to travel. And bang! Oh my goodness! Wait a minute.
I like what very salty.
Is it dead? It wasn't supposed to blow up like this. How am I supposed to hang this on my trophy for now? Wait a minute. I know what I did wrong, friends. I loaded the large shot. I was supposed to load the hunting shot, the small little one. This won't kill a person, it will kill a bird though. The large one unfortunately made it go a bit too kaput. Yeah, the size of a human. It's alright, oh well. Enjoy our prize, well done, alright, let's get back and celebrate. Yeah, alright.
What do you want?
Alright, hunters, pass me my things. Right, you may go sit down again. Goodbye, my hunters. Thanks for joining the expedition. With this prize, we shall return home victorious. Yeah, hooray, hooray!
Hoorah!
Well done.
Where's all the flashback? I forgot.
Yeah, Johan. Yeah, Johan. That was a great hunt. Remember all those years ago?
The good times.
The good times, my brother. Yeah. You know, I still even have our prize.
Really?
Here it is. Oh, it's not much to look at, but you know, the way we shot it anyway.
Yeah.
And it lives right hanging up over here. In fact, you know what, Jan? Hang it up on that side. I think it will look better there. Hang it up on the sill there, Jan.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look beautiful?
No.
It looks messed up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, you know, I remember all those good old days, Johan. But there's a lot of problems in our past as well. Something very bad happened as well. Something very, very bad. But we shall never talk about it, remember, as we promised? We'll never talk about it, so yeah. You guys want to know?
Yes.
Yeah?
But it's a secret, no.
Come on!
Tell us. Tell us. Tell us. Tell us. Tell us. Tell us. Tell us.
Right. Since you asked so nicely, I'll tell you about what happened in our past. This war has been going on since we can remember. Ever since Johan and I were babies, this war has been happening for too long. It began in 1618, a few years before we were born. And I tell you, this war has changed everything. It all started when a few bunch of politicians were thrown out the window. Nobody could believe it. How? Why would they throw them out the window? And so the people who threw them out the window were very happy, but they survived. And so what ended up happening is all the Protestants were saying that they were saved by the angels, but the Catholics said they landed in a pile of rubbish. We don't know what happened, none of us saw it. The next thing you know, the whole of Europe is at war between the Catholics and the Protestants. And unfortunately, Johan, our deep dark secret is he's Catholic and I'm Protestant.
No!
I know. And it caused us much pain in the past. Our families were always fighting each other. These great feuds between our brothers and sisters. But Johan and I never let that get in the way between our friendship. And together, our great hunting is what brought us together. And we promised to never speak about our religious differences. So Johan, well, we sit here now. Oh, sorry, your spear's in the way. Trying to stab me, huh? Anyway, we are great, wonderful friends. And my brother, brother, you're my brother. So unfortunately, this war is still happening in 1642. We have no end in sight, but we can only hope that we'll be spared the call to arms. We were lucky to be spared the call because we bring in food for the village. But I dread the day that we get called to fight for our respective kings. For Johan, the Catholics and the Habsburgs, and for me, Holland and the Protestants. But not to worry, Johan. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. No? You know, as far as I know, this war will be over very soon, and well, it's going to be all wonderful. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, another drink, a toast to our friendship. Oh, where are you? A toast to our wonderful friendship and that we survived the war. Yeah. Anyway, Johan, I think it's time to be going to bed soon, my brother.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I know, it's been a long day, and all those reminiscences of the memories. Oh, it's exhausting. Right, well, Jan, I bid you good night, my brother.
Yeah, tomorrow.
See you later, my friend. Oh, my friend. Oh, have a wonderful night, right?
Yeah,
See you tomorrow. Wake up, my brother! There's terrible news.
What is it? Oh.
Johan, posted to my door last night was a notice saying that I've been called to join the war for Holland.
I think I got one too.
No, wait! Wait a minute. He's been called to fight for the Habsburgs and Catholic Germany. Mine said I need to go fight for the King of Holland. Johan, maybe we could probably let's run away or something, yeah? We should run away. Yeah, my friend, shall we run away, yeah?
Run
Yeah,
away!
we'll run away, oh, except over there. It says we'll be executed if we run away.
Boo!
No, those monarchs. Johan, we have to go. But you know what? Like I said, this war will be over very soon, I'm sure of it, yeah?
What are the chances of us meeting?
You know, exactly. Us meeting on the battlefield, very low chance. I doubt we'll be seeing each other there, you know. So, you know, we'll go, we'll join the armies, and nothing will happen, all right? So don't worry. Lastly, if you do go up against the Dutch, make sure that you don't sharpen your spear, all right?
Sure.
No. Sharpen your spear. Those other Protestants can fight very badly. You'll need to defend yourself, all right? Right.
Propaganda.
So, Johan, what happened to this? So Johan, we'll have to part ways with my brother. It's been really good getting to spend time with you again. We'll see each other after the war.
After the war, brother.
I'll see you later, my brother. Take care, all right?
Don't bite. Don't bite.
Off to war. Johan!
Yeah!
My brother, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Oh gosh. My brother was not supposed to go this way. Turn around, go fight somewhere else, alright? Prepare to aim and fire!
Look away, children.
Ready, present arms! Ready to fire! Fire!
Brother!
Johan! Johan! No, my brother! Stay with me! Stay with me! My brother! No! You can't die like this! Not like this, my brother! Brother, after all these years fighting and hunting together, we can't go down like this, my brother! Not like this! All this talk of the Catholics and the Protestants fighting this war! We're still brothers. Don't worry, Johan. I'll make sure that I get your letters to your family, my brother. Give it go this way. Wait a minute. I accidentally loaded the hunting shot in my rifle.
For real?
Oh, good, you're my brother. You know what? Let's go hunt some more dodos in Mauritius, yeah? Let's go. Oh, yeah, you'll be needing that, oh?
Yeah.
Hun, let's go, my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the skits. Come take a bow with me, Johan. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's very true. The 30 Years' War literally lasted from 16. I'm not remembering things now. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, lasting from 1618 to 1648, the 30 Years' War changed Europe forever, and of course, changed the world forever. So if you think about it, kings and armies, cannons and musketeers, it wasn't quite medieval nor modern. This was a war fought using pre-industrial technology, muskets, pike, and troops would often combine into what's called pike and shot, a strategy that revolutionized warfare in Europe for a long time. And what you would end up getting is a pikeman standing in front. Where's your spear, my brother? Okay. Can you bring my musket as well, Johan? He's such a good friend. He always does what I say. Anyway, Johan, and your helmet as well. So the 30 Years' War was a time when troops would combine the power of muskets as well as, well, your conventional medieval weapons. So if you think about it, gunpowder came to Europe in the 1300s roughly, but it would take many centuries for gunpowder to catch on and become an integral part in armies. Oh, sorry, is that war a bit too loud, friends? It's war, my friend, it's war. Come on, Johan, you know how to turn that off, don't you?
Sounds so whiny. Johan's gonna stab you with the spear. You go tell him. You tell him that he's rude. Go tell him.
Anyway, as I was saying, so a very popular form of warfare back in the early 1600s was to combine medieval weapons with the new muskets. So if you think about it, you're asking why they're still using old weapons like pikes in warfare. That's because muskets were still a very new thing, and they hadn't developed as much into what they are, well, what they would become 200 years later. And so you found that armies were still highly, highly integrated with your medieval style of warfare. So what would happen is, so imagine the enemies are in front of us there, so turn and face that way, pike in hand, and so what would happen, oh, yeah, face that way. And so the pike would protect the musketeers. So what ended up happening was it'd be these long pike walls forming and protecting their shot from behind. So while the pikemen are stabbing away at the enemy, the musketeers are busy firing from behind them. And so that is how warfare was fought for many, many, many decades. And so yes, the 30 Years' War lasted 30 years. So for a time like Johan and Jan, they literally wouldn't have known a peaceful world. They were born after the war had started. So all their lives this war had been happening. But I know the 30 Years' War, who's heard of it? Anybody of you here heard of the 30 Years' War? One hand. Oh, you heard about it today. I mean before today. Oh, yeah, now the hands are dropping. Yes, the 30 Years' War essentially stemmed out of, remember last week's performance about the Protestant Reformation? So when Europe was basically dominated by the Catholic Church and the Pope, Martin Luther came, as I said last week, remember that, guys? When Martin Luther came and took and reformed the church and created Protestantism to break away from the Pope. And this divide, Martin Luther, he hoped that this would reform the church and make it better. Little did he know that this created a huge divide. Europe was literally split in half. Protestants on one side, Catholics on the other. And so what happened was the wars of religion initiated after the Reformation. The wars of religion is basically a time period in the 15 and 1600s where there were lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of wars fought about religion. And so one such example, the most deadliest example of them all, was the 30 Years' War, 1618 to 1648. And so in the 30 Years' War, what happened was, as I said, the defenestration of Prague, that was where literally the politicians were thrown out of the window. And so what ended up happening was this caused outrage. And this, of course, created even more divide between the tensions between Protestant and Catholic. And so what ended up happening was the Habsburgs, who were mostly situated in Germany, the Holy Roman Empire, they were mostly Catholic, and they decided to go to war with all of these little rebelling towns in Germany who are now fighting for Protestantism. What ended up happening was this war's fire would catch alight to all its neighbors, And so what ended up happening was nation after nation was drawn into the conflict, aiding its fellow Protestants or Catholics. Spain, of course, was claimed by the Habsburg monarchy. Spain naturally joined the Catholic Habsburgs. Holland, of course, had gone through its own Reformation, and they joined the Protestant side. And many other examples like Denmark, Norway would join the Protestants, Sweden would join the Protestants, and France would fight for the Catholics. Many basically complicated. I've heard a few times that the 30 Years' War has been known as the thorn in any historian's side, because it's just everyone's forgotten about it, what actually happened. But I tell you now, ladies and gentlemen, the 30 Years' War was something that, yes, it might be some forgotten history, but if it wasn't for all those events, we wouldn't recognize the world today. And so hence, we need to understand these past events to see where we are today. So the 30 Years' War was one of the largest conflicts on the European continent up to that point in all of history, only to be taken over after by the Napoleonic Wars 200 years later. And after that, World War I would take over that. And after World War I, World War II would prove to be the deadliest conflict in Europe. And nothing has superseded World War II as of today. But the 30 Years' War, back in the 1640s, the deadliest conflict ever seen. They estimate that the casualties were between 4 to 8 million. And most of the deaths were literally the peasants in Germany. Just your everyday man, woman, and children farming in village life in Germany, well, the German states back then. And Germany was literally almost razed, almost 2/3 of its population wiped out from the 30 Years' War. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've learned a thing or two today. And like I say, thank you so much for coming, and we'll meet you at the end of the table for any more questions. So thank you. Johan, I say it's time to bow now, right? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, before we end, one last thing. Did you guys like the dodo?
Yeah.
Why was it so stiff?
Or was it stiff? Yes. No, dodos are big birds. They're big boned. But you did a good job loading
Stabbing
my
it.
musket ball into it. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is true, dodos were around in this time. Some of you might think, when did dodos go extinct? Some of you are thinking, was this caveman times? Was this ancient times? Was this medieval times? Dodos went extinct in the 1600s, and it was due to being overhunted by humans. So, Jan and Johan, fortunately, we caused the dodos to go extinct, but you can't blame us. We didn't know about conservation back in the 1600s, all right? We didn't even know about germs and bacteria, all right? But yes, it's true. Hunters traveled all the way to Mauritius and hunted the dodos. So by the 1700s, there were no dodos left. And you saw the dodo there. That is life size. Dodos would actually get bigger than that. That's more of a juvenile dodo. Dodos could get up to 3 feet tall. And I think to end off, the last interesting thing to note is that, you know, the shows I put on are to try and understand human history. And that very example of the people hunting the dodos to go into extinction just shows how in all of human history that I've covered so far, humans have been what is called the apex predators. An apex predator, for some of you who may not know, is basically the creature at the top of the food chain. Is it interesting to note that in all of human history, after the Stone Age, humans moved up to the top of the food chain? So if you think about the Stone Age, when man had to contest with saber-toothed cats and mammoths, man was, I'd say, a little bit low on the feeding scheme. But go back to Australopithecus, and man was literally prey. Our ancestors during the Australopithecine days, it was literally a struggle for survival. And man, take your hands, guys. Do this with your hands. Note how this is the same shape as a tree branch. And because our ancestors evolved hands to climb in trees, this is how our ancestors survived. They would climb in trees and hide from predators. So this is a small little relic of back when we were prey. But fast forward to more recorded modern history, and humans have been the apex predator. And I thought just an interesting thing to note. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will be at the table in a few minutes. Please come and join me. I'll give you time to finish your meals, and it'll end off with a little. I really should have used the hunting shot for that. Anyway, and then I have a little surprise that I brought. It will be very short today, just a small surprise, but join me at the table in a few minutes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, question.
You made the dodo.
I made it. No, the dodo's mother made it.
Mommy and her dad love each other.
The dodo's mother. No, it was me. I made it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That's very cute.